Resident Evil 5 is the next game in the ongoing Resident Evil series. This game is picking up 10 years after the events of the destruction of Raccoon City from Resident Evil 2 and 3. And we have longtime Resident Evil hero Chris Redfield returning in this particular title. Chris has been kind of on the move in the last 10 years. He's left the STARS organization that he was known for in the first Resident Evil games, and he's joined up with a new group. With this new group, he's kind of trying to trace the history and the evolution of what became the T-virus that ended up mutating people into zombies in Raccoon City back in the beginning of the Resident Evil series. And he's now traced this virus all the way back to Africa as the sort of story evolved through Code Veronica and some of the earlier Resident Evil games. And now he's come to this city here in Africa and is looking for the origin of the virus, and has found a town that has become infected by this virus, and things are going horribly awry. Cooperative play kind of takes part in two different sections. If you're sitting at home alone with your PS3 or your Xbox, you are going to have help in terms of your partner, a woman named Sheva. Sheva's a new character to the Resident Evil universe, and she's actually working with Chris in this town. Now, if you're running by yourself, the AI will be kicking in, and Sheva will kind of be running around on her own, assisting you by shooting the infected, healing you if you get dangerously low, swapping weapons with you, giving items to you, that sort of thing. But the big news is that co-op will also extend to other players. So for the first time in a Resident Evil game, you're not going to be alone. You're not going to be facing off against hordes of evil on your own. You're actually going to have some assistance, which is going to greatly change the dynamic of the game, introduce like a whole new feel to like what Capcom has done with survival horror over the last decade. You'll be able to have someone come to your house and play with you on a single unit, or you'll be able to connect across the internet and play with a buddy. The single console co-op is going to be complementary to the gameplay and really is going to take you out of it. It's going to make perfect sense for gamers who are sitting at home. Both gamers will have a complete experience. Sheva kind of kicks in a little bit into the game. Not too far into the game, but you're introduced to her in a very natural kind of progression. And then from there on, she's your partner throughout the entirety of the game. With Resident Evil, it's always been fairly realistic in terms of the amount of gear you can carry. You're not an infinite walking box of goods. This isn't like some random RPG where you're like a mule carrying 10,000 items. Part of the game with Resident Evil is always, what am I carrying? What do I need to carry? What do I need to have on me? What's important? What should I drop? What do I need to keep? All those decisions are always very painful to the gamer. It's like, man, I really need more bullets for my gun. I got to get rid of this grenade, but I might need this grenade later. So there's that portion of the gameplay will continue on into RE5. But the good thing is that your partner is also going to have an inventory, and so you'll be able to swap back and forth either with your co-op partner or your AI partner. So you'll be able to trade weapons. Your co-op partner will be able to heal you or give you items that they pick up as well. We haven't really gone into AI levels at this point in time, but what the team is aiming for is that they want to make the experience the same whether you're playing by yourself or you're playing with another person.